My name is Jay Tambor, and this is the story of Not Today.
But all the games you play can bring clouds like a rainy day, but not on my parade. I'm giving enough, I'm calling your bluff, so not today. So not today.
So Not Today in one sentence. Not Today is a song about taking your power back. It's a song about radical perspective. I am not going to let every little stimulus in life affect me and really bring me down and have that big of an impact on me. Having boundaries more with yourself, I think, than anything. This is one of those songs where it's kind of about like drawing a line in the sand. I'm not going to let these little trivial things completely affect my mood or break me down from what I'm going through. Not Today. So when I first wrote Not Today, I was in Central Park in New York City. It was one of those days in New York City where the weather was ridiculous, walking around the park. I was actually listening to Simon and Garfunkel live in Central Park. Had a little kind of acoustic ditty. It was just the it feels like walking in the park. I was so thoroughly enjoying myself and where I was at and who I was with and what we were doing. The little day-to-day things, it's like, I'll let those affect me another day, if ever. I'm just gonna set up a boundary and no, today it's not getting into my mind. For Not Today, I would say the chorus came first. I usually, what happens is when you're a songwriter, at least for me, is a riff comes about, which for me was the kind of the groove of the song. And then it was the chorus, the 'cause all the games you play can bring clouds like a rainy day, but not on my parade. And I'm giving enough, I'm calling your bluff, so not today. That's kind of what came first, and then the rest of the song kind of exploded out of that. I got the metaphor where, if you hold a glass of water up like this for 30 seconds or a minute, it's easy. But then if you try to hold it up for hours or days, it's impossible. And you gotta put the glass down. And that's what this song is metaphorically for me. I'm not gonna rain on my parade today. I recorded it on the 7th fret, which is high, and it almost gives almost like a mandolin type tone. And it works for this song because it's an intimate and acoustic song. I could drop it down and make it big, but the beauty in it is the tenderness of it. It's just a little. Not Today puts a smile on my face when I pick up an acoustic guitar and this riff comes out. It puts me back in Central Park in New York City in the springtime. If I want a break from reality, I can put on Not Today or anything, and it's just, as soon as it comes in, it's like, oh yeah. And then the whistle part, just when that comes on, it's like, yeah, that was so organic and so just how I was feeling. It's like, no, I could put a guitar solo or I could put a piano solo or something, but it was this, I would start recording that, Fred would stand up and I would just start smiling. It's like, you can't be smiling or laughing and whistling at the same time, which is why it took me a while to get the whistle. But once we got it, but it took a minute to record the whistle. Yeah, the difference in this song between the verse and the chorus is a lot. And there's actually on this production, it's acoustic, electric. There's a Yamaha 9-foot concert grand, and there's beautiful piano on it. We had Jen on the piano and Damone on the brushes, and it gives that walk in Central Park energy, which was how I was feeling when I wrote it and how it sets up playing it. And it always puts me back in that headspace. It puts me back in the park, and I love that I have a song that came out that's just like, oh, that's walking in the park, because it genuinely was that. This is such a small, intimate song, but the message is so deep. Once you start stacking experiences in life that really build perspective, right? It's not the little day-to-day things. It's real things that once you come out of it, it's like, yes, I'm capable. I can survive that. Noticing now the downstream effects of that And it's building this passionate sense of urgency that I show up every day with life. This absolutely relentless sense of urgency that lets me go and do things in the world and connect with people and create music and travel and try to have these experiences. As the result of the gift of living, you're constantly going to go through trials and tribulations and things. And if you're fortunate enough to live long enough, old age, you start stacking these experiences and you start getting this perspective that really allows you to be present in moments and kind of tell your fear of anything, like, you're not going to control me. So many people are controlled by fear. It's a really deep thought with really huge implications disguised as a small acoustic song walking in Central Park in New York City. The further I get into life and the more and more songs I write, that's just more and more internalized as true for me. Anytime you're pushing up on that barrier of like, oh man, my system is getting lit up, this feels scary, that's probably the things that you should be doing to kind of stretch your boundaries and really has the biggest opportunity to create massive joy and create massive change. So as far as gear for this song and Dreaming in Miles and pretty much every record I've recorded in my adult life, the main acoustic on the projects is always a Taylor guitar. The foundational instrument is this guitar. But for Not Today, it's super clean, it's super acoustic. There's no effects, there's no pedals, there's no nothing. It's just this guitar. And then I had my PRS Custom 24 in the 2 position, clean, coming out of a tube amp. So it's just a clean electric and a clean acoustic layered. And it's just that super lush tone throughout. Not Today is written about a pattern in life, right? It's not written about a person. If you're looking to get offended, if you're looking to get upset, if you're looking to get activated, there's an infinite number of possibilities all day, every day to just throw you off the edge. Someone cuts you off in traffic, you can literally let it ruin. If you want to bad enough, you could let that ruin your entire day. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a million opportunities to destroy your day if you want to. We do have free will, as much as anyone has free will, to decide what gets in, what controls us, what affects us, and what can have the power to change our mood, to affect our state. And that's why I wrote this song. And then what you get once you put it all together is this. You know, I talk a lot about like the just radical perspective, right? And that's really what starts trivializing small daily things that are really minor inconveniences at best. You just don't need to fret about the day-to-day inconveniences. And a song like Not Today and a lot of the other songs on the record, but particularly this one, is about that perspective that comes when you stack really powerful experiences over time and you prove to yourself that you are resilient, that you have worth, that you are adequate. You can choose to or to not let things take you out of the present or take you out of yourself. And that's what Not Today's about. And that's Not Today.